Okay. Alright, so we're going to do two different examples, or we're going to do the exact same example, but in two different ways. Is that understood? Okay. So here's our example that we're going to solve. We're going to do 5/11 times 22/25. Now, like I said, there are two different approaches that you can do. So let's start with our steps. The first thing that you guys can do is we can just, step 1, multiply the numerators. So step 1, multiply the numerators. What are my numerator numbers?
22 and 5.
In this case, top number is 5 and 22. So everyone do 22 times 5 for me. What do we get, everyone? What's 22 times 5? So that becomes my numerator, because you multiplied your two numerators. That becomes your numerator. Does that make sense to everyone? Step 2, multiply your denominators. What are my denominator numbers, everyone?
11 and 5.
Good. So everyone please do 11 times 25 for me. What's 11 times 25, everyone?
275.
Hopefully you told me 275. That is correct. Now what do you think my third step's going to be?
Simplify.
I have a fraction. My step's going to be to simplify. So step 3, simplify. So 110 and 275. What can I divide out of 110 and out of 275? I can divide out of 5. So everyone do 110 divided by 5 and 275 divided by 5. Ladies, you need to be dividing right now, not talking. So everyone should be doing 110 divided by 5. What is 110 divided by 5, everyone? What do we get? 22. So 275 divided by 5. 55. Is 22 55ths fully simplified?
No.
What can I divide out now? 11. 22 divided by 11 is what?
2.
And 55 divided by 11 is?
5.
So what's my answer?
2/5.
Alright, that is is way number 1. In my opinion, it's the harder of the two ways. It takes longer. Okay? So I'm going to do a little squiggly line here because I'm going to write way number 2 steps. This is the method that if I were to choose one, this is the method I would use. This would be the method that I would like you guys to practice as much as possible because it will only benefit you. Is that understood? Okay? So if we do the exact same example, 5/11 times 22 25ths, your first step is to cross cancel. So your first step is what we call cross cancel, which means cross simplify. Meaning we are going to simplify before we even multiply. Okay, so here's what that means. I have 5 and 25. Do you guys see how they are across from each other? Top in one, bottom in the other, they are across. I want to simplify. Can I take anything out of 5 and out of 25?
Yes.
What?
5.
So I'm going to divide a 5 out right away. 5 divided by 5 is?
1.
So I'm going to cross out the 5 and it becomes a 1 and I'm going to circle it. That is my new numerator. I'm changing it out. Then I'm going to cross out, then I'm going to do 25 and I'm going to divide it by 5. Well, what's 25 divided by 5?
5.
So I'm going to cross out the 25 and I'm going to write a 5 and I'm going to circle it. That is my new denominator. I'm going to do the exact same thing using the other numbers that are across from each other. Does that make sense? Okay. What can I take out of 11 and out of 22?
11.
What?
11.
So I'm going to divide each of them by 11. 11 divided by 11 is? So I'm going to cross it out and write a 1. And 1 is my new denominator. And what's 22 divided by 11?
2.
So I'm going to cross out the 22, I'm going to write a 2, and I'm going to circle it. Step 2, multiply the numerators. And then we should say the new numerators. What are my new numerators, everyone?
1 and 2.
What's 1 times 2?
2.
Step 3, multiply the new denominators. What are my new denominators, everyone?
1 and 5.
And what's 1 times 5?
5.
And what's always our final step?
5.
So step 4, simplify. Can I simplify 2/5? So what's my answer?
2/5.
Did we get the exact same answer?
Yes, we did.
Because you can do either way and you will get the same answer as long as you do the math correctly. Is that understood? Ava.
For a project, do we put both of those steps?
I would prefer just this one for your project. I want you guys to get used to that cross canceling. Because the cross canceling is a skill that you will use for future things that you learn in math. Is that understood? So let's practice it now. So here's the deal. Okay, that's going to be it